And I am so excited. It just went live. I think it cut me off. But folks, it's Tom Sella here, your old pal. I'm excited to be presenting some information tonight that can absolutely enhance the quality of your life in record time. We have a team. I have just joined a team where nothing has been left to chance. All the documentation is there, and we're going to show you tonight how a gentleman that I'm going to introduce you to has gone from absolutely zero to an incredible, amazing six-figure income so fast. And folks, it's all documented. You're going to see the click funnels. You're going to see the campaigns. You're going to see every single piece of media that was created and have access to it yourself should you choose to take advantage of it. So without further ado, I want to introduce someone to you that I respect incredibly much. He's a master marketer. He is passionate about personal development, and more importantly, he's passionate about helping people get their personal breakthrough. He's the reason that I'm on the team, because I've known him for 3 years, although I've never done business with him in the past. I always knew I would. He's a multi-million-dollar earner. He's taken many companies public. He's raised tens of millions of dollars in multiple IPOs. He is a tireless networker, a tireless trainer, an all-around good guy, and a lover and exhorter of people. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn it over to Darren Little. Take it away, buddy.
Fantastic, Tom Sullivan. It's a real pleasure and treat working with somebody of your caliber, seven-figure income earner yourself, which is a huge accolade. And, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's brought you here today. You know, you could be a person that is in between careers right now. You might have been a person that's been downsized, cut back, pink slipped, laid off. You might even be overqualified now for the workforce in almost at the end of retirement, but the company just basically gave you an early severance package and said thank you very much for your service. You could be a person that's just moved into another city or even another country, and you're in what's called the state of transition. You could be a person that's been in a network marketing company and you're just not getting paid the amount of money that you're worth, or the company may have changed their marketing plan. And a lot of times what happens is when people start to get up to the top, they change their marketing plan and they say, oh, we've got to put more on the front end, and your income as a leader gets chopped in half. They call it giving everybody a haircut, and there you are left with only 50% of your income. And that can be a little bit upsetting, especially when you've spent the time building the organization. You could be a person that is, you know, just reached a breaking point in your life. You could be in a position where you've got more month left than money left every single month, and it's starting to put you into a weighted position where you're starting to live off your credit cards, and once those max out, now you go over to a mortgage payment. Once those couple up, now the home goes into foreclosure, now it's the car payments, and now you're on one of these, a downward spiral. Now, what I'm about to show you is how I was able to start a business just with a few $100s, and in 49 days generate over $12,000 in monthly residual income. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. I'm going to show you the psychology behind it. I'm going to show you exactly what you would need to do step by step so that you could roll out the exact same blueprint, the exact same campaign to be able to get the same results that I got. Now, here's what's really exciting is that right now on the line with us, on the Hangout, we actually have a couple students that have gone full-time working this business model and are starting to generate the same type of results too. Getting to the top of the leaderboards, in the top 10, having $4,000 and $5,000 days, not weeks or months, guys, days, implementing these type of strategies that you're about to see right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go live, and I'm going to take you right behind the scenes. I'm actually going to show you screen captures of my back office of some of the commissions that I was able to develop over this period of time, and I'm going to show you the actual rollout so that you can understand what you would have to do step by step. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen, and we are going live. Okay, so here we are, guys, and let's just go into the slideshow, and here we go. Okay, so this particular presentation is called Step Up to Freedom, and I'm going to show you how you can turn your passion into profit. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you guys. A lot of people, they work a job that they can't stand. They report to a boss they don't even like. They're paying off a car that they can't even afford to be able to impress people. And it's a downward spiral, I'm telling you. But they don't live their true passion. They don't live the dream life that they really want to live. Why? Because they've got to go and report to a boss. They've got to make an income to pay off their mortgage, to pay for their kids to go to school, to pay for their car and their gas and their insurance. And it's like a ball and chain. They can never really get away from it, and they're not even getting ahead. They're just sort of treading water, and some of them are even drowning, falling further and further behind every single month. What I'm going to show you how to do is to have all of your bills paid for you every single month. Now, my question to you is this. If all your bills were paid for you every single month, what would you be doing with your time? So I want you to think about this as we're going through this presentation. What would you be doing with your time if all your bills were paid for you every single month? The moment that you got out of bed, you knew that your mortgage was paid. You knew that your car was paid. You knew that every bill that you had was paid for you. What would you be doing? Now, have no fear, the MLM Superhero is here. Guys, that's sort of my handle on the internet. I go by the MLM Superhero. And what I encourage my students to do is if you're going to invest any money into anything, invest it into you, invest it into your education, invest it into personal development, invest it into leadership, invest it into your personal brand. Now, why is that? I can't tell you how many times over the last 25 years that I've been promoting a company and either the management team had problems, they fought over where the money was going to be spent, they were underfinanced, and recently in one of my last companies, the owner actually had a stroke and passed away, and the company folded. So all of that money that I had put promoting that brand is now completely gone. So I want you to be really thinking about this on how can you promote your brand, your leadership to take your business to the next level. Now, that's the real version of me. Once again, Darren Little here from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and I'm going to show you right now how to step up to freedom and take your life to the next level. Now, if you stick around to the end of this presentation, I'm going to give you a $297 bonus just for showing up. Now, there's no purchase necessary, so you can put your credit card away. This is a real $297 bonus. And this particular webinar will tap you into your personal power. It will tap you into your vision. It will tap you into your dream so that you literally become unstoppable. And people that go through this particular webinar have life-changing results that happen for them in their life. So this is one of the modules that I give my students as a bonus when they work with me. Okay, so here's my question for you today. What is the real product in network marketing and direct sales? Now, a lot of people will say, well, it's my skincare line, Darren. It's my weight loss product. It's my skin wraps that I have, my wraps that go around the body. No, it's my energy drinks. No, it's my healthy coffee. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you want to take your business and your life to the next level, you've got to understand this one thing. This is a personal development industry, and the real product is leadership. Once you get this, you start showing up differently. Instead of showing up as a student taking notes, you start showing up as the teacher that's taking notes. Really important. Now, what's the biggest challenge with the typical friends and family three-way call business model? Now, guys, I'm speaking about this from my own experience. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and here's what I will tell you. The better that you get at doing three-way phone calls, the worse your life gets. Now, for me, here's what happened for me. I started working, my phone would start ringing at 7 a.m. in the morning, and a lot of days it did not finish ringing until 2 a.m. the following day, and a lot of those days I would have completely no voice at all by the end of the day. And once people realize that you're a closer, or that you can close people, their people's people, and their people's people, they all want you on three-way phone calls. And I'm telling you, I was literally, I was preaching a dream to people, but I was living a nightmare. I had no life. And it went 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and it wasn't a freedom. I did not consider it freedom. So I felt like I was, telling people a lie of the lifestyle that they were going to have when I was literally glued to my phone 24/7. So what's the solution? How do you avoid that sort of worker bee type of business model, but still be able to create automated cash flow, automated income while you're sleeping, income while you're working, income while you're hanging out with your children? In this particular case, I've got one of my students on the line who's a grandfather who gets to spend all his days with his grandchildren. And that's really what people want. They want freedom. They want family time. They want to travel. They want vacations. That's really what we're talking about. So what's the solution? How do you get that type of lifestyle? This is the thing that you've got to understand. You have to create a central hub to provide value from. And I'm not talking about just value to your team. I'm talking about value to the industry, right? To the whole industry. This is critical. So there's two things that you need to learn how to do. The first thing is that you've got to learn how to provide value, right? You've got to be able to help people to solve their problems. Now, everybody's got the same problems, guys, just so that you know, right? If you look at the top 5 problems that you're having in your network marketing, direct sales, home-based business, those problems are rampant right across the board in every single company. So if you can focus on those problems that you're having and provide the solutions to those problems, that's how you start to get looked at as a leader. So real simple. Content changes everything. As you start to come from a position of leadership, as you start to come from a position of creating content and solving people's problems, guess what magically happens? You start getting autopilot signups. You start getting incoming phone calls from leaders from all around the world that start to want to join your business. Why? Because they see you as a leader. They see you as a problem solver, and that's the key that you've got to understand if you want to get to 7 figures in this industry. Now, here's what starts happening. You start to see yourself rising up to the top of the leaderboards, not just in one company, but in multiple companies, in multiple affiliate programs. This particular company here, that was the Empower Network. Ranking at the number 1 top spot in the yesterday, the number 4 top spot in the 7 days. I just recently ranked in both number 1 spots just the last 2 weeks ago. But this is another program. This is My Lead System Pro. There's me. I hadn't logged into this for about a year, and I just wanted to check, and oh, look, there's me in the top 10 next to some of the biggest names in the industry. You can see number 9 is Ray Higdon. Who else do we have? Michelle and Bill Pescasolido at number 15. We've got Rob Four at number 5. We've got Cesar Rodriguez at number 6. So you start to see yourself rising to the top with some of the top names in the industry once you learn these strategies. This was a contest that was run for a company called iPass2, where I set an intention to be able to get into the top 10, and this happened just over 2 months. Okay, it took 2 months to get into the top 10 within that company during that contest promotion time. So 3 steps to becoming a leader. First things you want to do is learn some sort of a strategy. Now, let's say that today was your very, very first day. You've never, ever been in this industry. You don't have any experience at all. You need to learn something that's going to help people solve their problems. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to implement that specific strategy to collect some data, right? This is important. You want to be able to collect some data or results, and now you're going to simply share your results. You can share your results like this on a Hangout. You could share your results on a webinar or on Facebook. You could share your results on a conference call. But these are the 3 steps, guys. The 3 steps to becoming a leader. And once you get this, guess what magically happens? You start to get a following of people that are like an audience. Now you build rapport with those people over time, and they start going off like popcorn, joining your business in whatever you're in. Keep in mind, listen to what I'm saying. Whatever that you're in, it doesn't matter. Now, right now, what I want for you to understand here is that there is a sort of a mindset when it comes to this type of a business model, and it really starts with getting the proper education. Now, I want for you to equate this to a doctor or a lawyer or an accountant, somebody who wants to start on a career path. You typically will get education in order to get a diploma in whatever it is that you're doing. This, in my opinion, is the missing link in this entire industry that people try to bypass, and it's the most important part. If you decided today that you wanted to become a dentist, you wouldn't be able to start drilling teeth tomorrow. If you decided today that you wanted to be a nurse, you're not going to be working in a hospital tomorrow. So you've got to get the proper education, and you've got to look at this like a proper career. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about here. So I want for you to understand that in any time that you get involved with an affiliate program or a network marketing company, there's typically a fee that you pay to get access to all of the websites, all of the sales funnels, and you pay $19.95 per month to gain access to all of those sales materials. So, but the first and most important thing that you need is you need a central hub. You need a blog. You need a place that you can provide value from. Now, the blog cost is $25 per month, but it pays you $17.50 per month per person. Okay? Now, a lot of people might say, well, Darren, I'm not really too sure what I want to blog about. That's why we have the Inner Circle Mindset Training. This taps you into the 7-figure breakthroughs, people that have gone from rags to riches, people that have completely and totally turned their lives around in record time. And as you start to listen to these breakthroughs, guess what happens? You start getting your breakthroughs. You start being able to create content of what you can talk about. Now, the cost for that is $100 per month, but look what it pays, guys. This is important. $70 per month per person. But where the rubber hits the road is with our very first training product, because you need to learn how to become a top producer. How do you become a top recruiter? How do you recruit new reps while you're sleeping, while you're working? What are the strategies on how to create leverage and duplication for yourself and clone yourself, right, with social media and video and Google Hangouts? That's a $500 one-time cost for the top producer formula, but it pays you a $350 commission. Now, after that, you're sort of over the hump. You're making money, you're a top producer now, but a lot of people don't get the duplication that they're looking for, right? They don't know what to do. We have something called the team building formula. That's a one-time cost of $1,000, but it pays you a $700 commission. Now, I want you to think about this, because not only are you getting $700 commissions, $350 commissions, $70 commissions at $1,750, but now you've got duplication happening in your business, and that's where the big money really starts. Now, a lot of people will say, Darren, I'm ready to start going to the next level. I want to be a 7-figure income earner. I want to start to go on tour. I want to start to show up and pack rooms in hotels. that we have something called the Mass Influence Formula. That's a $3,500 one-time cost, but guys, it pays you a $3,000 commission. Now, I can tell you that as far as training goes, these are the best training products that are available to get you into that point where you're a peak performer and a top producer. Now, when I got involved with this company, this is really what I paid. I paid $5,145 to get the proper education, and that's why I've gone on to become a top producer, guys. That's why I rise up to the top of the leaderboards in every single company that I go into. Now, what the company does is they offer you a 7-day discount where you can actually get about $1,100 off that, and you pay $3,995. But what I'm going to do on tonight's broadcast here is I'm going to show you how to use this section right here to create an absolute fortune for yourself. And when you see this, it's going to blow your mind. So let's take a look. So your goal is to get to 6 figures, $8,333 per month. Well, if you just had a blog alone, that's all you had, right? You'd get paid $17.50 commissions per month per person. You would need a team of 477 people in order to make 100 grand a year. But let's take it to the next level, because you know what? If you've been in this industry, here's what I will tell you. You probably know 9 people that are also tired of doing 3-way calls and home parties. And if you're a leader, I can tell you this, your phone rings 24/7 like it did for me, and a lot of times you might go over to do a home party and it's a ghost town. Nobody showed up at that person's home, right? It happens all the time. So once you do that, you can now step up to the next level. Now I want to show you how this works, because this is how I build real companies, and this is how I've raised tens of millions of dollars, is I assemble my management team and my board of directors. This is exactly the same. But here's what's so cool. You don't have to bring in all of those people yourself. It's actually a team effort, because sales number 1, 3, 5, and every 5th sale after that gets passed up to you like you went out and recruited them yourself. So not all of those people sitting around that boardroom are necessarily brought in by you. They can also be brought in by one of your teammates. So there you are with your blog. You make your 9 sales. You step up. Now watch what happens. You're now making $87.50 per month per person. Guys, do you realize that you only need 99 people on your team to make $100,000 a year? Now here's where it gets even more exciting, because that number got squashed down quite a bit from 477 down to 99. Okay, but watch what happens here. Because of the pass-ups, that 99 can be divided by 3 down to 33. Right? Now the number's even smaller. Watch what happens one level further. 33 people divided by 3 is only 11. Now your subconscious mind is going to look at that number 11 as your gateway to get to $100,000 a year. And I can tell you that in regular MLM companies, you might need 10,000 people, or even 15 or 20,000 people to make 100 grand a year. We've had people in my team do this in 30 to 90 days, right? These are students. And I can tell you that once you follow this blueprint, it's very, very possible. Now keep in mind, if you've purchased the larger training products, you can get there even faster, right? So in my first month, I did about 10,000. By month 3, I had a $25,000 month in my 3rd month with this campaign roll-up. Now, a lot of people, the problem that they have is that they don't have any marketing and advertising budget. And it's an inherent problem industry-wide. So all they can really do is go to their friends and family and the close contacts that they have. But when you have a $2,000 monthly marketing budget for your business, now you're running your company like a real company, like a real land-based business, right? Except it's online, right? That's the power of this. So with 23 people in your inner circle, divided by 2,000 divided by 8750 is 23. But remember, 3 are pass-ups from every person. So that's like less than 8, right? I rounded it up to 8 there just to make it an even number. But your subconscious mind is going to see 8, help them get qualified. You now have a $24,000 yearly marketing budget for your business. Now, what would happen to your business? It doesn't matter what you're marketing. You could be marketing weight loss, skincare, you know, some sort of energy drinks, power. It doesn't matter. This is where the rubber hits the road, guys, when you have an actual marketing and advertising budget. Now, let's take a look at what happened for me. Now, I talk about something in my training called breaking inertia, right? Breaking inertia. There's literally like an invisible wall that's going to hold you back from advancing forward and getting liftoff in your business. And you can see a visual of it here. Now, when I first start a rollout, I do 25 connections in any given day through social media. Strategies that we teach on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, things that are very easy to learn, and you could do them too on a part-time basis, very casually, a few hours here, a few hours there. Now look what happened in the first week. I only did about $110, but keep in mind, I understand breaking inertia. Look at week number 2. It's only about $110 as well. Now most people would go, oh, this doesn't work. I'm wasting my time. I probably got ripped off. Okay, that's what most people will do. But I understand breaking inertia. Look what happened in the 3rd week. It was about $1,000. That by the next week, it was about $1,600. The next week, it was about $2,300, then $2,700, then $4,600, just shy of $4,600, for a total of $12,361.85. Now, guys, here's what I want to tell you. That's not one-time payments. That is monthly residual income from that point forward. That is life-changing income, right, for most families. Right? Now keep in mind, that's just the beginning. What are the possibilities from there when you've got no income ceiling at all to hold you back, right? So let me show you now how you can step up to freedom and turn your passion into profit. So here it goes. You start off with a blog, right? You've got $17.50 commissions. You make 9 sales and step up. Now you're in the inner circle. A lot of people will actually start with that to propel them forward to be making $87.50, right? Then you make 9 sales. Now you get the top producer formula. People that have a larger budget start at that point to become a top producer right out of the gate. You make 6 sales, now you've got the team building formula. Now look at the commissions that you're making, $700, $350, $70, and $17.50. And the people that want to go for the 7-figure income, like myself, like Tom, like Jessica, like Rex, we actually went this level. We went all in on our dream. We got the mass influence formula, which pays $3,000 commissions. So,
hey, Darren.
I'm just on a hangout here, man. I can't.
Oh, no, sorry about that.
Sorry. Okay, just hold on a sec here. Are you guys still there?
Absolutely, my friend. Hanging on every word.
I'm still here.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I don't know if we can edit that out of the video if that's possible. Can you do that, Tom? Or do we have to start a new one?
I can do anything, buddy. Don't worry about it. Keep going. You're doing great.
Okay, just a sec. Okay, so this gives you an idea of what's possible with this program. Now keep in mind, we're going for the 7-figure income, all of us. So we have in our mind that we're going to be producing $3,000, $6,000, $9,000 days as we roll out this campaign. This took me about 3 weeks to be able to generate my first $3,000 day, but look what happened going into my second month. It was $6,000 days that started to happen. By the time I rolled into my third month, I was generating $12,000 in a single week. Now, guys, I can't guarantee that that's going to happen for you. I mean, I don't even know if you would show up for Millionaire Mentoring. 80% of success is all about showing up. And if you just take action and show up and implement the same formula that we're doing, these are some of the results that you may be able to see as well coming out of the gate. Now, here's what I will tell you. 95% of business is all about mindset and what you believe to be true for you. So if you look at these numbers and go, oh, I could never do that, then that's what will be true for you. If you look at these numbers and say, well, if he did it, and I use the same strategies that he did, I can do it too. There's two worlds that exist simultaneously. Everything you want is on one side, everything you don't want is on the other side. Whichever one that you focus on is the one that you're going to get. Now, most people will look at a goal and they'll look at it like they're looking on the top of a mountain, looking up at this huge hike that they've got to take up to the top of the mountain. So instead of looking up like that at the $3,000 commissions, what I train my students to be able to do is to fly over top of them like an eagle, looking down at a blueprint, looking down at these little tiny dots as you're flying over top. That puts you into a higher resonance, into a higher state of consciousness, and that's when the real money starts coming in, guys. This is the secret right here. So not looking up at the mountain, you're flying over top of that blueprint. Total breakthrough. So let's take a look at the Step Up to Freedom here. You can get started with Step Up to Freedom with a blog for only $44.95, right? But to really get to the next level, you've got to get that inner circle mindset training, which is $144.95 per month. Now, here's what I will tell you. The best value, okay, is our Kalatu Premium. Okay, that gives you 10 blogs so you can focus on a variety of different niche markets to attract more attention to whatever it is that you're doing. And it's $197 per month with the 10 blogs plus the Inner Circle Mindset training. But here's what I do for you. This is how confident that I am in helping you get to your breakthrough, in helping you tap into your personal power and become unstoppable. I give you a $3,000 bonus for the premium Inner Circle members, and here is what you get. This is a life-changing program, guys. I'm telling you that it has created so many stories, so many breakthroughs. People have gone from completely homeless, and 6 months later, they're having $20,000 months. Okay, true stories. So here's what you get within that program. I'm going to give you the first module today. Okay, so you're going to get how to get unstoppable vision. You're going to be able to go through that training and start to apply these strategies into your life starting today. But you're also going to learn how to connect with prospects. Now, this will not only help your business, it will help your marriage, it will help the communication with your children, it will help your friendships, it will help your business relationships. These strategies are what made me millions by the time I became 35 years old. You're also going to learn how to recruit new reps in 6 to 45 minutes. Now, a lot of people may look at that and go, oh my God, how would that ever happen? Guys, I've actually gone on live broadcasts and recruited new reps in as fast as 3 minutes. Now, you might be saying to yourself, 3 minutes? That's 180 seconds. What can I possibly say to a prospect in 180 seconds to have them say to me, Darren, I want to join your business, right? Think about that. You're going to learn that all within this $3,000 bonus. You're going to learn how to develop a $9,000 day mindset. Once you get into these higher realms, guys, I'm telling you, you will be able to create miracles in your life once you learn these quantum physics strategies. You're also going to learn how to add 1,000 people per day to your Twitter account. Now, there's not a shortage of leads here, guys, when it comes to the internet. You've got an endless supply of leads, and we're going to show you how to be able to maximize those leads and start to turn them into cash flow. You're also going to learn how to break through your fear to unleash the alpha within, step into your inner power, and unlock your greatness inside. You're also going to get access to weekly millionaire mentoring where you can start to intermingle, interconnect with some of the other students that are having breakthroughs as well. And that's our 7-figure profit maximizers. Now, a few testimonials from some of my students here. Chad Turner went from a complete flat start to having three $3,000 days in his first 90 days after going through this bonus training. And he now has his own students ranking in the top 100 affiliates. Now, I want you guys to think about that. That was at the 90-day mark. He's now had 6 $3,000 days, and he just had a $9,750 week, and he's only in his 6th month. What are the possibilities? Now, Chad used to be a waiter 6 months ago, right? And I want you to think about that type of transformation. Here we've got Rex Harris. Rex Harris went from 10 years of struggle to buying a new home, consistently making 5 figures a month after going through the bonus training. He just had a $5,000 day, another $4,000 day, and I think he just had a $14,000 week, but we're going to get a chance to hear from him on this particular broadcast. We've got Dodie Johnson. This is what I'm talking about, transferring of these skills, transferring into other areas of your life. Dodie Johnson got a $212,000 raise at her corporate job from $100,000 to $312,000 in just 60 days of applying the bonus training. She's been paid as much as $5,200 for 1 hour for being a keynote speaker for her local chamber of commerce. Guys, she's never been a public speaker before. How the heck does that happen? No experience as a public speaker, and people pay her $5,200 for a keynote? These are the types of miracles that I'm talking about, guys. Completely life-changing. Now, Eric Green went from 10 years of struggle to building teams in excess of 15,000 people after going through the bonus training. Last month, him and his business partner made $60,000 online. Now, what would something like that do for you and your family? I want you to really, really think about that. A lot of people don't even make that in an entire year, let alone in a month. So think about what that might do for you and your family. Now, this is an amazing story. Mark Andrew Client was an attorney. He's got a law firm. His business went flatline on him. He got $50,000 in cash deposits in 7 days. He added $250,000 in contracts to his law firm in 60 days after going through the bonus training, and he ranked as the #8 top affiliate and had a $20,000 month in his 2nd month online. Now, I promised you that I would give you the unstoppable vision to help you really tap into your personal power, tap into your vision, tap into your dream so that you could become unstoppable. This is the $297 bonus that I promised that I would give you, and all you got to do is go to www.crushmlm.com to be able to get that bonus right now. Now, here's what I will tell you guys. I cannot guarantee how long that's going to be up there, okay? So you need to go there now and get that access to get that bonus right before it's taken down, okay? So just keep that in mind. CrushMLM.com, you've got that $297 bonus, but it will be there for a limited time. So you want to get back to the person that invited you to this presentation. Get started today if you really, really want to change your life. Remember that the best value to get started is the blog, the Kalatu Premium blog, and the Inner Circle Mindset to access our $3,000 bonus that's creating life-changing results for everybody on the team. So that is the step up to freedom. So let's just zoom back out here onto the panel, and we are back live. So Rex, we lost Rex.
Yeah, I think we lost Rex, my friend. You know, it looked like he was really roughing it down there in Florida. He was on some beautiful deck with his sun hat on his mobile phone, and maybe he lost his connection.
Could be, could be. So what I want to do, if we can, is reach out to Jessica. Jessica, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, Darren.
Fantastic. Jessica, you know, maybe you can share with the people here that are the viewers. I know that you were a corporate accountant. You've gone through just a few months of millionaire mentoring and training, and you've actually just put your notice in recently, left your corporate job to become a full-time marketer. Talk to us a little bit about your breakthrough that you had in Nashville. Talk to us a little bit about some of the teachings and the trainings that you've gone in, and how has this changed your life?
Okay, well, over in Nashville, it was just amazing, high energy, and the people that were up on stage, I could relate to them. It just made me think, why would I not be able to do this? And that's why I'm so happy that I went. The events are life-changing. And the millionaire mentoring, yes, it's helping me a lot, building my mindset and changing who I am. And I have to go back in time and fix a lot of things in order to keep going forward, because I have a lot to work on. But you know, I've been to psychologists and everything before, and none of them have ever talked about anything like this. So it's like just thinking about being able to change my life with my own mind is awesome. And going into business with you guys full-time is amazing. I'm very excited. And I love not working for anybody else.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Fantastic. Tom Selly, back over to you, my friend.
Absolutely. Well, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make some sense to each and every one of us out there. One thing that Darren said at the beginning of this broadcast, he said, our profession is really a leadership model. That's what we sell. We sell leadership. And in becoming a leader, you've got to be around the right people. You've got to have the right mentor. When I started out in the industry, I had some brushes with greatness, but I never got over the top. And the reason for that was I just didn't have anyone else around me that had been there. I didn't have anyone to bounce ideas off or to get advice. I didn't have a voice of reason in my life. So even though I had all of the tenacity, all of the desire and passion, I just really didn't have the roadmap. I want to just implore you guys to understand that success in life has everything to do about the team that you're on and who you're rubbing elbows with. Now, even though Rex couldn't stay till the end, Rex was here for this call. You know, we have people here on the call. This lovely lady here, Jessica, is on the call, and she is on our team. She's making herself available to come out and give a personal testimony, because this is what the team does. You want to be on a team of movers and shakers. You want to be working with people that are swinging for the fences. It really is the X factor, and it's always the case. This is why traditional brick-and-mortar companies have a board of directors, so they can have the shared experience of all of the professionals on that board. And so I want to just make sense to you guys. Look, the ClickFunnels are in place. The documentation is there. The training is there. There has been nothing left to chance. If you want to throw your hat over the wall and you want to finally get in the program and with the team that gets you over, you know, the one that has that X factor, it's always going to be in the training. It's always going to be in the mentoring. And, you know, when you can take a waiter that's never made more than $2,100 or $2,300 in a month in his entire life, and he can have a $10,000 a week in his 6th month, that really says that the training works. It really says that what we're teaching here on this team, what Darren is teaching, and the mission that he's on, it really is the X factor. So if you want the X factor, you found it here. Let me encourage you not to hesitate. Take massive action. Go all in on your dreams. You won't be sorry, and I promise you, if you do, you are going to be so pleasantly surprised with all of the training that we're doing, with all of the access that you have to 7-figure income earners, people that have been working full-time in this industry. I've been full-time for 14 years, and I came over to this team as a student first, but also because I want to be, you know, with those movers and those shakers. the people that wake up every day and eat, sleep, and breathe personal development, and those people that want to see not just 6 figures in income in a year, but 6 figures in monthly income. I hope you guys can wrap your heads around that, because that is what is possible when you're on the right team. Back to you, buddy.
Fantastic, Tom. Well, guys, you know what? I want to just first of all say, thank you for joining us on this exclusive and private VIP presentation. What I can tell you is this. Once you go through my training and you understand how quantum physics works, why it works, and how to implement it into your life, you will never, ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. And that, my friend, you can take to the bank. So you've got Darren Little here with the MLM Superheroes. I look forward to meeting you in person one day, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. Bye for now.
God bless.